So what has 2 wings and 1 arrow?
What?
A Chinese phone. Wing, 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 arrow.
Alright guys, welcome back to a special Gutter Talk. Today we have a special guest with us today.
We have a person who's been in BSL for, this is his 4th season, with 1 championship with Purple Cobras, Tony Nguyen. What's that for? What the? Well, since you're our guest.
All right, Tony, welcome to the podcast. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, man. Hey, can you pass me my cup, please?
Yeah, here.
Thank you.
Cheers. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you for the cup. Cheers.
So, as always, just because we have a special guest doesn't mean that we're going to stray away from our top 5, the Strike Squad.
The Strike Squad.
All right, you want to take it off, Todd? Today we got a pretty good list going on for the top 5.
So we'll start with the 5th place. We have our very own Vu fan.
Hey guys, that's me.
Yeah.
With their own personal best.
Oh, I did get PB that game. Yep, you're right.
So which is crazy. I mean, you really pulled the team together, and then you guys were able to sweep as well, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
we did get that sweep off of Onyx.
Wow.
Yeah, these suck, by the way.
Yeah.
So I mean, with the sweep, you know, I got Onyx kind of out of. I mean, they're going to be fighting for playoff contention, so that's pretty exciting. But let's talk about more about your games. I mean, game 1, you did okay.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 I bowled 100, which is pretty horrible. I was trying to figure out which ball I was gonna go with. Something just didn't feel right. So after game 2, you know, I switched back to the Black Widow, the Pearl. Dan had told me just go back to the original ball, see how that works out, and just from there, I think it just felt right. You know, I was adjusting to the lanes. I was throwing it a little bit faster, and I think that's what was able to get me to get closer to the middle than too far left.
Yeah.
And I think that was it.
I mean, 100 to jump to from 100 to 207. That's a really great improvement.
Yeah.
I mean, that game seems like it was a battle of vibes, and I mean, how was the vibes compare?
We were milking the shit out of them.
We were, yeah.
I mean, it looked like it, and it sounded like it too.
You know, I think it felt a lot better because they were walking around saying they were going to sweep us.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, that was the reverse sweep.
I mean, but it was also nice seeing Ado and Juan battling it out too.
Yeah. We'll go on a little bit about that later on. I know they got something going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going into the number 4 spot is Tin with the 675.
Oh yeah. I mean, we were going against Tin. He was balling out. I mean, if it wasn't for him and Annie, you know, I think we would have got more points.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it was Van. He had a really good game too. But you know, with Tin's score, he got a 181, a 219, and a 188. I mean, that's really good.
Solid scores.
He's their anchor for a reason. So
yeah.
Who the fuck is Tin?
Oh, he's like Hui's twin.
Trying to take Shelby, I mean not Shelby's spot, Carson's spot. See, I even forgot who Carson was, bro. All right, you want to take us to number 3, Tony?
All right, number 3 is who's this? What's his name?
JQ.
No, it's kidding. I got my own notes.
Those are fake notes, everybody. I'm just kidding. This guy came prepared, like he was giving a presentation at school.
Yeah, look at my notes.
That is legit.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, in third, top 3 is JQP. He got a 78. He bowled 166, 197, and a 204.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
well, all that was for nothing, right?
Yeah.
Did they even get a game, or did they get sweep, or what was it again? Do you know? I think they got 1 game.
Hold on, let me read my notes again.
I think he's not even in the league anymore. No, but I think they got 1 game off of that.
Yeah.
You know, I think JQP, that's the numbers that he should be hitting anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the league's higher bowlers, so and, you know, it's finally nice to see him bowl to what he should be bowling, but I think might be a little bit
Too late. Yep.
All right, and then next up we got Bazooka Tim.
Bazooka Tim.
Bazooka Tim with a 686. So he got a 187, a 161, and a 146. So I mean that's great for Tim. I mean I haven't watched him bowl, but I can hear him bowling.
Oh, I do know that.
How fast has he bowled though?
20 plus.
Yeah, 20 plus. I know he switched his ball weight because he was going back and forth and he bought a new ball, but I think he might be going back to old trusty. I think it was a 12-pound ball he's throwing. I know he went a little bit heavier to see if it was something, and then I think he even went to a 10, right? He bought a 10 to see if it was gonna create, I guess, more pin action, but there's just not enough weight in that ball to give you the pin action you need, regardless of how fast you throw.
Are you sure he's not bowling a 50 caliber bullet down there?
He might
That's
be,
what
yeah.
it sounds like every time.
Yeah. If there was somebody's hand fixing pins back there, that guy's hand's gone.
Wait, so does Tim bowl that fast on his spares as well, or is it just his strike shot?
I believe.
Actually watched him.
I believe it's still 20, about 20. When he throws his first ball, I know it gets anywhere from 21 to 22.
Wow.
Maybe his spare is about 20, 19, 20, but it's still fairly fast.
Wow, that's impressive. And then last but not least,
Stefan. Oh, when he's on top, he's Stefan.
Say my name again. Stefan.
When he's on the bottom, he's Steven.
Yep.
With the 715, super impressive score. This guy, he's hitting over 200s every game to be able to get a 715 above a 700. I mean, there's no surprise there. He is on Red Sun, so they are known for throttling, you know, maybe doing a little bit of that kick, heel toe action, you know what I'm saying? Where he's the heel and he's the toe. I don't know where that leaves Andrew.
He's the pedals. Get his stepped on. Get his stepped on.
hey, that's what, you know, he's a rook, so he has to do that.
Yeah, I mean, but is this surprising to you guys for him to be on the top 5? Because I mean, I feel like we've seen his name fairly often on the top 5. Him being on a team that's currently sitting in the #1 seed. Do you guys think this is his full potential? Do you guys think he's holding back a little bit? What do you guys think as far as going into the next game and then playoffs and things like that? What can we expect from him?
We need to slash his tires. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, most definitely. Cut his brakes? Yeah, for sure.
He's balling out right now like this.
Dude, you know the Red Suns are only good downhill. You know, we got to challenge them uphill in one of these games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think we call it throttling, but it's also sandbagging in some sort too.
So technically it's sandbagging, yeah.
Sandbagging at a really high caliber though.
He is at a professional level.
Which is crazy.
You know who's a sandbagger though?
Who's that Pokemon?
His teammate, Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
The Sandman.
The Sandman.
Oh, the Sandman.
Hey,
Mr. 88.
Sandman, give me a dream.
We should call him Sandrew.
Sandrew. What a good name. Or Sandshrew. Ooh, he's a Pokemon. Yeah.
It's Sandshrew!
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's impressive that he's able to throttle it back 200 plus, which is crazy. That means his actual average is probably a 220 plus.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what do we need this game? A 205? No problem.
Yeah.
What do we need? 245? No problem.
So that's the scary thing about, you know, Red Suns.
Yeah.
They're able to pick up where they need to.
Yeah, and it shows. It's not just raw skill that takes them into this #1 seed. It's also them being able to strategize their players and how they can kind of manipulate the games to keep their advantage, their averages, and the pin count and everything like that. So that it does take a lot of thinking and stuff like that, strategy to get into that caliber.
I mean, that's why you guys are mentioning how Steven and Hui they're lost to the bowl.
Exactly.
They can like figure out what they need.
What they need, yeah. So Tracy is always the
Tracy and Andrew,
are the wild cards. But I mean, with the top 5, you know what that means. The next up is
the cellar dwellers.
Cellar dwellers. Yeah, we call them the cellar dwellers here.
Oh, it's my first time here on a podcast.
Listening to the podcast.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even subscribe to the channel. How's he a guest?
Do a subscription check.
Hold on, let me check my notes again.
But you know what? I do see about like 70 something, 80 views, and there's only 40 of us in the league. So
Amazing.
yeah, that's really good numbers. Let's get those numbers way up, guys. We're gonna need those numbers if we're gonna want
Like,
to sponsor.
subscribe,
the whole nine.
comment.
Yeah, comment.
Smash
Yeah,
that like.
Smash that like button.
down here.
Yeah. It might be here. Or it's over there, maybe. I don't know. One of these areas. All right. Cellar Dwellers. Number 5 is going to be Diego, coming in at a 550. There's not too much to say besides he's on Puzzle Fighters.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's it.
Yeah, I blame his captain.
100%. 100%
100%.
his
Because the next
captain.
person, bottom 4, is Dylan.
It's Dylan.
And that's also Puzzle
Yo,
Fighter.
with Dylan with the 545 coming in at number 4, another puzzle fighter.
Yeah.
I think they're not lining up their blocks and they keep getting those combos hit on them. You know what I mean? And
They might be colorblind by the way that they're playing.
they might be.
Aren't you colorblind?
I'm kind of colorblind. Red, green, or-
But that's why he's not on puzzle fighters. You know what I mean? All he has to do is run around and collect coins.
So I mean, these puzzle fighters are matching up the colors. They're not matching up the vibes, and it's just seller for them.
I mean, I don't blame him. The captain left for like, a few minutes during the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their game pods were bowling next to him. They're like, hey, where's our captain? I was like, I don't know. Just probably ran off.
Well, even with the two of them on the bottom and one of them gone, they were able to take the win. No.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they did. They won one.
So I don't know what their strategy
Who
is.
did you play last week? GTA?
GTA.
GTA sucks.
But I mean,
Hey, but the crazy thing, I think Sang had to bowl a 200 game.
he,
Didn't he? He did, right?
We did.
But I thought they won the game because of a 200 score or some shit. Okay. Yeah.
false information.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get your information from social media. It's not verified.
Damn it.
It's already Facebook.
Yeah, it's from Temu.
He moves that.
All right, another name on the bottom that is we're very familiar with. It's gonna be Angelique with a 544. It's been a minute since she's been back from Europe.
She's been traveling so much. Like, one day I see her at the 1 week I see her at the lanes, and then the next week when I look at her scores,
She's in the cellar.
She's got first class tickets to the cellar.
I think she has some transportation abilities or something.
Yeah, it's that jet lag. Maybe the ball's jet lag too, or the pins are so jet lagged they forgot to fall.
Ooh.
That's
could be
happening.
it.
That's what's happening.
Somebody needs to watch our game and just make sure.
Because I think this is her third week in Cellar, which is crazy.
3 out of 6?
Angelique, you gotta get back from vacation. They need you here at BSL.
Or break the record and get it again. Be in the cellar
He
4 times.
needs you.
Yeah,
Maybe she's tanking for next season.
maybe. Yeah, doing a whole B strategy.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Brian was like, I told you that in confidence. All right, next on the list is going to be Johnny Vegas, somebody else that just came back from vacation, huh?
Yep.
So
Don't take vacation.
that's
Yeah, because then you were in the cellar too. When you went to.
so go on vacation, go to the cellar. I think the
Yeah.
only exception would have been Jimmy, huh?
Yeah.
Because he came back and killed it.
Balled out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, Johnny Vegas, he with a 541, 164, 150, and 143. That's rough. Being his average is like 180.
Yeah. I mean, we know he still has it in him. He just gotta dig deep and find it. You know what I mean?
The next and last of the bottom 5 is Vin.
You can talk about him. We're scared of him, so you can talk about him.
Vin, I know, man. Vin, 516, 125, 151, 159. Like, I don't expect that from you, Vin.
I think maybe he only bowled like 6 games, like practice games.
Yeah.
And so the other 3, it was
he
9.
did.
He missed the other one. He only bowled 7.
And these are all, they're all GTA, right?
Oh yeah, GTA.
GTA. So the bottom is literally Puzzle Fighters and GTA.
And then Ball's Life. Angelique's Ball's Life.
Oh, Angelique.
Oh,
yeah,
Angelique's
that's
Ball's
right.
Life.
Yeah. No, I was thinking Angelique was Bone Thugs. It's so far back, but okay. So I mean, GTA Vegas and Vin. I mean,
I think Vin can bench more than his score, to be honest.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. One arm.
Yeah.
One arm. But it just shows that Jimmy and Darren they're carrying their weight, and then Vin and Vegas.
You know what? We should take a shot for them.
Shat the bed. So yeah, water. Whose cup is this?
It's mine.
Oh, what are you drinking?
You can go first.
Should I cut it?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's speed up that spot. All right.
All right, and with the top 5 and the bottom 5, we're gonna go into a segment we like to call Honor Roll. This is where we talk about our honorable mentions. We had a dishonorable mention. This week we want to applaud those that are doing well in the league. Do you want to start it off?
So first shout out to Annie with her 190 score.
All right, that's a really, what's her average coming in, like 90 something, right, or like
I think
100?
now she's at like 100 something.
Yeah, 100 something.
She should be.
Is
at
that her personal best?
I think this is her personal best in
This season.
In the season.
All right, let's get a big congratulations on that one.
I think she mentioned that she hit like a 200 like far back when, I don't know when, but
It's almost like it's almost like JT's 300. We hear about it, we've never seen it.
yeah, like
Oh, it's like a legend, like a myth.
Yeah.
hitting your average when you're not in a real game, it's probably a little bit easier, like no nerves, you're just like
Yeah.
playing, right? But to be able to hit your PB during competition, that's I applaud that. It's
Yeah,
tough.
for sure. Like a lot of people don't understand, once you are put in that position, it's a lot harder to bowl.
Yeah.
Because you just overanalyze everything when you're just playing for fun. It's just like, oh, you got it, it's fine, it's whatever.
Yes, yeah,
So,
exactly.
Congrats to you.
congrats to Annie.
Good job.
Thanks for ruining your handicap, because we're playing you next week.
All right, thank you for ruining your handicap. Next up is somebody that goes to the bank on Sundays often because it's not open. There was no open frames on that one. Jimmy.
Bank of Jimmy.
Bank of Jimmy.
Closed on Sundays.
He hit a 7-bagger with no open frames after that. So 7 in a row, and then he hit some spares after that.
Yeah, a 252 total.
252.
Yeah, no, we were right next to him. He was screaming. It was a very primal scream, and I was like, oh wow, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
why was he screaming so loud? Look over, 7-bagger.
Yeah, didn't want to jinx it. Everybody was just minding their
Yep.
business because the more you kind of stop and stare, the more pressure gets on it. I remember one year, Van almost got it, and everybody stopped and went to go watch, and it just puts the nerve.
It got
on
really
you.
quiet.
Yeah,
It got really
and
quiet.
same thing with Brian. Brian B did it one time as well, and I think with Jimmy, the possibility was there, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't try to jinx it. I didn't try to go watch. I just let him do his thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, and it was nice that his family was watching him ball out too. So it was pretty cool to witness. All right,
Good job, guys. You made it on the honor roll.
You made it on the honor roll. Congratulations.
you'll get a ribbon.
All right, guys. You guys may be wondering why we're dressed like this. We're getting ready to go fishing.
I actually just came back from Dancing Island, by the way.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
What did you catch? A case?
STDs.
All right, and in this segment of Gone Fishing, we are going to do playoff potentials, fishing for that playoff seat. There's a lot that is possible at this point for playoff contention, and I think we have a magic number.
The magic number is 21.
21.
21 Savage.
21.
She's 21. Oh shit.
Well, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is good.
Advanced
Oh yeah.
So
I'm sorry. Okay, cut that out.
Bleep it.
we're gonna get canceled for sure.
Okay, so 21 is the magic number, but however, a lot has to happen in order for you to even make it to playoff or even a bowl off with 21. That's in order for that to happen, you would have to.
There is a lot that has to happen, like he was saying. These are all going to be what-if situations, and they're probably big what-ifs. Starting off the Red Suns and StarCraft. It doesn't matter as far as if they win or not to be on playoffs. What they're shooting for right now is going to be that bye week. So just because they're on the top spot doesn't mean that they can slack off, because having that bye week and not having to fight for another position is obviously going to be a big advantage. Ball is life. They need to sweep X-Men And then
Yeah.
To get the magic number 21.
Yeah, to get the magic number 21.
And then Alliance needs to get swept by Shy Guys.
So those two are, it's it's not impossible to
Yeah.
do. We've seen sweeps in the league before. We've seen sweeps that we didn't think was going to happen.
Yep.
So I mean, those two are clearly something that is still
And then,
possible.
And then once that happens, we go to a bowl off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Shadow gotta beat GTA to stay at 5th place. And then Onyx has to lose to Puzzle Fighter.
All right, well maybe.
So your playoff dreams are done.
Yeah.
Because that's not gonna happen.
So
You hear that? Little Tony.
I mean, I don't know if Puzzle Fighters, I don't think they can take on Onyx. I mean,
yeah, it's colorful blocks against gray rocks.
yeah, I mean,
so
hell, right? They're not gonna be able to match those combos up. So.
yeah.
I mean, like I said, a lot has to happen in order for that 21 number, but all of it has to happen at once, which is kind of
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, there is still different possibilities, different things. There's always a different way that things can happen to kind of get there. We're showing the most extreme case for it to kind of like shake up the entire league.
Yep.
We ended up sweeping Onyx, which gave us that 6th seed,
Yep.
which was something that was said was almost impossible, especially against a team like Onyx.
Yeah.
So I'm not counting any of these people out. We still got to come into the last week and just bowl your heart out.
Yeah.
Don't try to handicap yourself and try to play those pin numbers. You really got to bowl out this week.
But yeah, I mean, too long didn't read. 21. Just try to hit 21, and that's all you should really worry about. And
If you're
hope
fishing
the
for
best.
if you're fishing for a playoff spot.
If you're
Exactly.
fishing for the playoff spot, you got to hit that 21, 21, 21, 21.
All right.
All right, we all like to go to Vegas to do different things. Are you more of like a buffet guy, or are you more of like the casino hit the slots kind of guy?
I'm more of a stripper guy.
A stripper?
Like
Okay.
I'm stripping at dancing.
Oh, it's almost like a reversed OnlyFans where I send you naked photos and
Yeah.
you tell me to stop.
Exactly. Like I have to pay you to.
Perfect, yeah. Which takes us into our next segment, Cash in the Bets. This is a segment where we talk about all the bets that's been going on for the entirety of the league. These are season-long bets, not individual game bets. Do you want to go into the first one?
So the first one is going to be Han and Ado bet for all season raw score, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then what's
For $100.
for $100. So right now Han has 29.62 and Ado's sitting at 29.83. So that's pretty close.
That's a super
like,
close
that's
game.
Like 21 pins.
So that this last week, because it's only going up until
Yep.
playoffs, it's going to be very crucial that those two actually
Try.
do their best. I mean, Ado's been trying. I've seen Juan trying, and so I feel like those two are really gonna, leave their hearts on the floor that last game. It's gonna be an interesting game.
Yeah, and then Ado also has a bet with Jimmy, but Jimmy's killing him. Jimmy's at 33.14, and then Ado 29.83.
also for $100.
Also for $100. So it looks like it's gonna wash, huh? If Ado beats Juan.
Yeah.
If Ado doesn't beat Juan, then that's a $200.
You better do better, Ado. You fucking suck. He's on my team, so I can say that.
No, you suck, Ado.
You're doing great, Ado. Just do a little bit better. I'm just kidding. You're doing better than me.
What do you mean? You made the top 5.
I did, but
You carried Ado, bro.
Yeah. Game 2.
Not doing better than you.
oh really?
You're talking about regular season.
Oh, like handicap.
Red handicap.
Very close.
Oh, cool.
You hear that, Ado? That's from our producer.
That's the producer says those. No, I didn't say anything. All right, and after that one, we have the other Tony, Little Tony.
Yeah, Lil.
Because we got Big Tony, Big Homie Tony right here against Hugh for a handicap bet through the season, and the winner's gonna get a dinner to a Michelin star restaurant. Right now, Little Tony has 38.13 with Hugh at 37.59. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty far stretch as far as like with the handicap goes. And is it for a 1-star Michelin, 2-star Michelin, 3-star Michelin? We don't know.
Well, I mean, I think they've been having this for like a couple years now, and I think Lil Tony is he's 1-3. I mean 3-1 right now.
Oh wow!
So-
Wow.
So he's like the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
2017.
So maybe you'll come back.
Yeah,
but-
you never know.
But Lil Tony is trying to stack it up. So since he's won a few times, he's trying to stack up the stars now.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's almost like GTA when you get in, you beat up a lady and then
think-
you steal a car.
Do you think Little Tony requests for baby seats when at the restaurants?
I think they already assume and
Or
they
like a
give him a
booster?
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he does benefit from getting the kids menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he loves those crayons. So.
Speaking of food, the next bet is going to be Booty Bread Andy
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
That idiot sandwich.
Number 41.
versus Isaac, and that's going to be for a tomahawk, a brisket, and a beer tower. That in itself is the Michelin star right there.
So I mean, I think Isaac already won it because it was the week bet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was last week's bet.
So thank you to our sponsor for our barbecue.
Yeah,
DSL
so
barbecue.
in the front there's gonna be a smoker, his whole smoker table set up. I've seen it on Instagram, yeah, with the two hole cutouts. Yeah, we're gonna have some barbecue for BSL. You better bring it, all right? X-Men, Isaac, you better share, because we know you can't eat a whole brisket by yourself.
All right.
Oh, did you want to talk a little bit about your bet with Tony and why they're your big Tony, he's little Tony?
Oh yeah, we had a bet last week, and we're measuring ourselves to see who's big. I mean, our scores, measuring our scores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot. Yeah. We're measuring our scores. You know, top. Team score, individual score, and I beat. We swept them.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm big Tony for the rest of the year.
So that's why I got my PB, bro.
Yeah, good job, man. Thanks.
I got you, bro. All right, so the next segment. All right. Because we do have a special guest today, we like to bring in somebody, keep things alive, keep things fresh. In this segment, we call that Tony's Trash Talk. All right, Tony, take it away.
All right, let me go through my notes.
What do you have to say about the Shy Guys? You guys are going against them next. I want to hear.
So hold on. So let me talk about last week because I want to talk trash about last week.
Okay.
So you know the guy Van from the cellar? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So Van's brother, he actually I played him last week.
Oh,
Played him last week.
yeah, we played him.
Van's brother.
Van's brother, okay.
Yeah, he actually played a good game. You know, he threw a couple turkeys for like the Ted frame. You know.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So he actually gave his team a chance to lose to us. So
Oh, yeah,
so I
it's
like
pretty,
that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So thanks, Van's brother.
Oh wow. The Lee brothers.
No, Van's brother.
They gotta retire old Betsy. There's no more milk.
Yeah.
Oh, no more milk and old Betsy.
Got a hot to it. The next one is I'm gonna talk about number 1 idiot sandwich. Andy, you suck. Get better.
You just sound. It just makes it sound like he's sick.
You suck in bowling. Do better.
Okay.
Your throws are ugly. It's like shoulders and shit. I also want to give it to shout out to Lil Tony for being the best commissioner. Keep drinking your milk,
Keep drinking your
and one
milk.
day you can be big like me.
You guys in playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm also excited to watch the Puzzle Fighters and Onyx battle it out for last place in the standings.
Oh.
So good luck both teams, losers.
That's what All right, no more. Sorry.
And then also, Ton texted me today. She said she's taking applications to take on the double date to Shoptime.
Oh, nice.
Because this is a time conflict, so
Yeah, okay.
she has to bring someone else now. So
okay.
she's taking applications. If you guys want some free meal,
Okay.
Yeah.
Double date. You can register at www.
down here at this website.
At this website, conneedsadoubledate.com. I can't believe she got a .com and not a .org or a .net. That's pretty good.
.gov.
.gov. Oh wow, that's official. That's official. Like a ref with a whistle. All right, that's Tony's Trash Talk segment. You know, you guys all had the opportunity to come on here and do a little trash talk. There still is time if you guys want to be a special guest on the show, so we can say no. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, and it being the last game of this regular season, we got our upcoming matches. These are going to be very important, especially the way that the standings are sitting right now. These teams are really going to have to push, give it their all, no slacking. Let's take it out for the number 1 team. I mean, the first team that's going up.
First team that's we're gonna be talking about is X-Men versus Balls Life with X-Men with a 35. What do you think about this matchup?
I hope X-Men win. I don't want Balls Life to sweep because then that way we have a chance for a bowl off. So I mean I'm being a little biased, but Balls Life needs to step up, especially Angelique. Stop being the seller.
Yeah. I mean, Angelique being in the cellar is hurting them, but also JT is hurting them a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not doing his numbers. there's a lot of expectations for him. I mean, maybe it's a little bit too much.
He's not like an accountant. That's why he's not as good with his numbers, you know.
Hey,
he's just a bowler.
Yeah, he is.
He's just a dealer at Matrix, you know.
We need to make sure that he hits the pins. That's all he really needs to focus on. You know, it's just there's a lot of build up during the preseason. You know, hearing him get a 300. We're gonna talk about it all the time, but we haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is the theme of this year's BSL Gutter Talk is that 300 because it's been haunting him since. And TP is going to be out for X-Men on that game. So, I mean, is that going to be an advantage for Baller's Life or a disadvantage because he can bowl his games kind of just without the pressure?
Yeah, but I also think X-Men doesn't really need this game. But so they can afford to, you know, lose it or whatever. You know, who knows? They might just throw it in order to keep the average, right?
Yep.
So it might be that.
All right. Who do you think is going to take the game?
I think, you know, from the rap sheet, I just think X-Men is going to take it. They're getting that plus 35, and Ball's Life hasn't been showing up. So.
Yep. Same here. I think X-Men's going to take it.
Up. That's a triple for all of us. That's 3 X's on
X-Men's.
yeah, on X-Men.
Yeah.
The X-Men's.
And then the next game we have is Shy Guys versus Alliance, and that's a plus 35 to Shy Guys. So it looks like, you know, the 5th man
It's not there no more.
long gone. Plus 35. I mean, I think you can blame it on Tin and Annie for, you know, balling out.
Yep.
They balled out last week. The averages went up and the handicap went down. So, I mean, let me talk about this game. You guys, you know, I obviously know who you guys are going for. So, I mean, Shy Guys.
Wait, are you going to talk shit about us?
Yeah, of course. So,
Good luck.
Perfect.
I think, you know, Shy Guys plus 35. I think Annie was doing really well. Tin was doing really well. Van was hitting his numbers. Tiff last week was you know, she kind of gave us the game. So if Tiff comes back for this week, I think you guys are gonna have a little bit of trouble.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's give a round of applause for Van not being in the cellar recently.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Did he celebrate by going to the island or?
Yeah, he was there. He was there.
Okay, but I mean, this game is, I mean, I think it's a good matchup. 35, I think they give us 35 too, and I think our teams were pretty evenly matched, but you know,
Yeah, but yeah,
we beat you
right?
guys too, so
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But anyways, so I mean, yeah, I think this is a pretty good game. It's 35. It's, you know, that'll cover some pins. I mean, who do you think would have well on your team?
I mean, Ado, Vu, and I've been carrying Dan this all season, you know, so I think Dan needs to step the fuck up, you know, like, yeah he's bad. I mean, I regret drafting him.
Wait, did you say bad or dead?
Both.
Oh, okay.
He's a bad dad.
unhinged, unfiltered Tony.
Okay, I mean, that's your teammate, man. Okay,
Don't forget his bet too, the one he lost.
Oh, where he has to get a penis tattooed on him, life size.
No,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he does.
But like I said, I think that matchup is good. You know, Shy Guys, I think it's gonna be up to Tiff and probably Van, because I think Tin and Annie, they can do their numbers, do what they need to.
Yep.
And then for Alliance, I think, you know, Vu's gonna have to have a good game, and maybe you or Dan, because I think Ado is pretty solid.
No, Ado sucks too. We talked about it earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. do better, Ado. Okay, and then for our third matchup, we have Puzzle Fighters versus Onyx, with Puzzle Fighters getting a 65.
It seems like they're getting more of the 5th man effect more and more as the season progresses. Yeah, well, this match, you know, we obviously we all root for Puzzle Fighters, you know, even though we make fun of them all the time. I mean, half the time we don't root for them, but I mean, for this one, I do want them to take out Onyx, only because, you know, that would knock them out of playoff contention.
And then Lee won't be able to get 3-time champ.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's what we don't want.
And then you can also blame it on Little Tony Curse.
Oh yeah.
Little Tony
Little
curse.
Tony curse.
He has 3 matches.
Yeah.
No, but 3 in a row.
Oh yeah, that would be 3 in a row.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. So it'd be 4 championship or 3 in a row.
Yeah,
Huh.
he'd get a turkey.
Yeah, you guys gotta
turkey
stop
rings.
this. You guys gotta stop this, alright?
We're not even playing them.
I mean, I'm talking to
Oh, puzzle fighters.
Well, I mean,
stop this.
guys.
Amy's not on their team, so there's a good chance.
That's why it's the little Tony first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I did see Tony bust out his little papers again.
well, that's
No, that's his coloring. That's his coloring book.
Oh, okay.
But that's also his normal size paper.
It's like this. It's like this.
Scale to size.
Kids is about this.
But puzzle fighters, you know, with 65, that's a big crutch. So
Yeah.
I think they're able to maybe take 1 or 2 games. You know, if it's a sweep, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
you know, not seeing Lee or
Van's brother.
Van's brother, ex Gorillas in the playoffs, then I think that's good for everyone else. So I mean, who do you think has to do well in these games?
I mean, Onyx, you don't have to say who needs to do good because they all are pretty solid. I think Puzzle Fighter, because we are rooting for them to win, Ton's really got to pick it up. She has been missing a couple of times when, you know, it was her turn to bowl.
Yeah.
I think if she were to focus on the game, she's got this going. Sang again has been inconsistent as far as what he could bowl, and it is his injury or him being out on vacation.
Yeah.
I think it's just the commitment to the league is what is missing in his games.
Yeah.
Because you can feel it, you know, when you feel good, you know, when you feel confident in the way that you're bowling, if you're having fun, then you're gonna be doing
Yeah.
good games. But I think he's beating himself up too much.
Yeah.
But
He also has that knee injury too, and
yeah, as I'm
But-
saying, he's beating himself up too
I
much.
think all in all, puzzle fighters, all 4 of them got to do well because they've been not showing up at all. So.
Yeah.
I think as a team they need to like cheer for each other.
I think so too.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then
yeah.
like when they bowl, they're not. You know, the vibe's not there at all.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
it's
very-
like they don't even know each other. Like you know.
Yeah, it does feel like you put 4 people on a group project.
Exactly.
And only one's working on it, and the rest are kind of just
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one's working on it.
yeah. So they all failed.
Okay, and then Onyx. I mean, Onyx, like you said, I think they all have potential.
Except for little Tony, I think he needs to grow up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But just a little bit.
Keep drinking your milk.
Instead of milking it, he should be drinking.
Oh, actually, yeah.
All right, so next game up, we have Shadow versus GTA. With Shadow with 85. We're getting 85 pins. I mean, now you guys know where the 5th man is going.
Yeah, dude, that guy is a freaking hoe. He hopping everywhere.
Yeah, so
But he jumped on the losing team though.
we're 5th place.
I mean, he's toxic. He doesn't like the good ones.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
guess so.
So I mean, with that game, we have GTA, scary team, Vin, Vegas, and
Jimmy, all 200 bowler.
and Darren. You know, Darren's kind of their wild card. You know, if he hits his number, but he also has a pretty decent
Yep.
ceiling as well. You know, it's always scary going against 3 200 bowlers as well, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Because if they link up, that 85 means nothing.
Yep.
So again, you know, with Shadow, I think Paul needs to really be more consistent.
I think so,
It's-
too.
It's a little bit like last year. It's either he's top 5 or bottom 5, but this year it's just he's in the middle.
Yeah. Unless he's come back from Maui. Then he's
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
Well,
Then
it's
he's on
kind
the
of
bottom.
nice being in the middle, you know? It's like,
Malcolm in the middle.
Or you're like Andrew in the middle.
You're not- hey, whatever gets the team going. I'm a team player. But yeah, I mean, I do think that, you know, me and Hugh will always need a pickup. And
Has Hugh been bowling more left-handed? Because I've seen him been bowling a lot more left-handed than he has right.
he's more comfortable. Left is his strike shot, and then if anything, he'll do.
Yeah, if he
hand
needs to
first.
pick up, yep, okay, yeah.
He's pretty confident on what hands he needs to use, which is great.
Yeah, I mean, his bowling this year is a lot better,
Yeah.
you know, than when I was on Sandlot with him.
Yeah.
A
I mean,
lot
he
more
did beat
consistent.
Idiot Sandwich Andy.
He did
Oh,
beat
yeah,
idiot.
Number
Sandwich.
41. Idiot Andy. Yeah.
You know. 41. So I mean, I think in that game, GTA, if we see big games from, you know, the big 3, then I think you know, but at least 2 of them has to link up.
And it's 3 games.
Yep.
So, I mean, how much stamina do you really have?
Exactly.
It's hard to not vote on Shadow with this one with the 85.
Yeah, I think the 5th man needs to step up. I mean, 85 points, that's kind of low.
Yeah, it's a little low average.
Yeah.
Why do you think I was trying to get into the cellar? You know?
Fifth man. Yeah, because he heard the 5th man was in the cellar, so Todd was like, yo, let me go down there. Hey, bro, you on the wrong team, dog. Come this way.
Get that numbers up, right? And then last but not least, this is a very exciting game if they actually play out. Red Suns versus StarCraft. With Red Suns getting a +6.
So we actually have 2 top bowler on StarCraft and Red Suns that they're actually trying to battle it out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we got Shelby and Stefan.
Yeah,
I think they're 1 and 2 for Raw right now, right?
Yep.
Do you guys know the point spread on that one right now? Who's up and who's down?
I think Stefan is up right now. And is
Let's ask the producer.
Stefan has 3,643. Shelby has 3,629.
Oh wow, so
Very close.
Pretty close.
very close.
Yeah, so this is one of the games where I hope that they ball out and not like, you know, try to throttle their score or whatever, because I want to really see like who's the top
Potential,
raw dog, you know, stuff.
Yeah.
The raw dog.
Yeah, the raw dog. I mean, it really is, man.
You know, it'd be funny if we're like talking about, Steven that he's throttling. He's like, no, I'm really doing what I'm doing. Like, he's like, what the F, man? I'm not throttling anything.
This is the best game.
I'm doing my best, guys.
No, you can tell. You can tell if you really watch their games and their numbers. You see Tracy and Andrew doing well, then Steven and Hui will do what they need. So, but if they need to pick up,
We do see it, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, his potential his ceiling is crazy. We actually don't even know his ceiling.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
You know, I think Shelby is giving his all week in and week out. He's doing like 600 series as well too.
I mean, he did sandbag that one time when he threw a double gutter on the 10th frame.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that was
that's
good.
really thorough like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Who
that's
threw that?
really bad. Shelby.
Shelby, shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame.
Double gutter on the 10th frame.
Shame.
He's that's a no-no.
Yeah.
At least make it look like you slipped.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, who do you think will get this game? +6? That's pretty much a head-to-head
It
battle.
is. I mean, I hate to say it, I'm rooting for not rooting for Red Suns. I think Red Suns gonna take it, especially because they have 2 heavy bowlers, like you said, they could throttle. StarCraft, they do have the potential of having to. I think it's Shelby and Carson. Who the fuck is Carson?
Yeah.
But that's kind of, I think, what the matchup is gonna be like. I did see Hui bowl like really low games, but again, I don't know if it was throttling because they did still take the win. So I mean, I think Red Suns is gonna take it, as much as I don't want them to go undefeated. I really think they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So StarCraft needs to like slash the tires, right?
Yeah, come on, can you use some of those cheat codes already, man?
Come on.
Yeah, dude. But like, I mean, I'm gonna be rooting for StarCraft. I think they got what it takes, but it really depends on
Andy.
Cat and Andy.
Yep.
I mean,
Or idiot sandwich
I
Andy.
feel like that booty bread is getting to him, and you know, it's.
But
he beat
it blocked
himself
his
up.
ears, not his eyes.
I mean, it looks like his eyes are blocked.
Yeah, it looks like he's
The way
blinded by
folding.
booty bread.
Maybe he sees from his ears. Who knows?
Maybe the booty bread gave him pink eye.
Hey, could be, you know,
Yeast affection.
I get it, because the bread.
it's Modi's. So yeah, I mean, I want to root for StarCraft. I think Shelby has got what is in him, and Carson, he needs to show up.
Yeah.
And then I think it's time for Kat and Andy to also pick up their pins too. Yeah.
Who do you think?
I'm hoping for StarCraft to win too. I really don't want Red Suns to be undefeated with 2 rookies, with the Sandman, on their team.
Sandman, yeah.
Sandrew. Yeah. So, but I mean, to be honest, it can go either way, because then Red Suns already locked in. They probably need to win 1 game to get a bye week.
Yeah.
Or 3 points to get a bye week. So I mean, they probably won't. Try to keep their handicap low.
Yeah.
For playoffs, and then once they hit playoffs, then we'll kind of see
exactly.
where they actually stand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they can be like, yo, I'm just gonna ball out.
Yep.
All right, guys. So that is it for this special episode of Gutter Talk with our special guest. Thank you again,
Thanks for
Tony,
having me.
for coming.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. As always, we'll see you guys on the next one.